on the road today, Brad. How pleased are you with that performance from the team?
You've always got to be pleased by just staying in a game for as long as we did. It wasn't our finest display going forward. We gave up plenty of shots, but not as quality chances as we gave up at the game at our place. And I said we had a wrong to right in that respect. But on the flip side, football was a funny game because they had a lot of the ball today, majority of the chances. But you give yourself a chance by staying in games and just trying to be as lively as possible. And I'm just happy that obviously the subs made it at times in the game where we've had to, and just to manage people's bodies and fitness, have been able to come on and make an impact. And Tyson was what all good strikers do. He's just stayed lively in the box, little drop down, and it's a good finish. It is a good finish. So really pleased because these are a good outfit, a great club as well. So coming here and taking something away from the game is everything, and that's all we wanted to do today. That isn't saying all we wanted to do in terms of just come for a point. Of course we'd have loved to take 3 points away from here, but they're as it stands, they're a superior side. They've got good players. Their depth is very good. Hence, the sub who came on caused us problems and puts one in the top corner. And sometimes you hold your hands up and go, fair play. But the good thing is we've came out of that game unscarred, whilst having so much to work on. So the good thing is we can look at it, and for a young, naive at times group, there's things in there today where you can. Sometimes you're going to have games where you don't touch the ball that often, but what's more important, giving up chances or going and trying to nick the ball in areas we shouldn't, and at times that's what we tried to do, not wanting them to, but again it's all learning. They've tried to go out into areas and gave up chances rather than just keeping them in front, but we came to do a job, and unfortunately in the end we came and have done it. So it's a little bit of a different emotion in comparison to Wednesday night. Coming here and getting any point is a good point at any time in the season. So really happy with the lads, and that's the positive that they should take, because again earlier on in the season they give up better quality of chances and we lose that game heavily.
You mentioned the goal there from Nathan Tyson, second half substitute. How different is the feeling coming away from this match than Stourbridge the other week conceding the late goal there?
You're always going to be on the opposite ends of the emotions when you're conceding goals or scoring them. So of course it's fantastic. We've had to manage Tyson today in terms of his minutes, so he can live to fight another day in the coming games. But that's what he gives you. He gives you energy. He helps the younger players around him. We obviously switched when he came on to get a few more forward players down the spine of the team. He made a good run. Unfortunate not to score probably 5 or 10 minutes earlier when the keepers came out, but he stays alive, and that's what the younger forwards need to learn, that you stay alive in the middle of the post, and you'll get rewarded in football, because little knockdowns, little things, when you're alive too, you get those goals where sometimes you're under the cosh in games and it's a little bit smash and grabby, but you give yourself a chance to, then them forwards come alive, and you'll always have a place in someone's team.
Yeah, and you mentioned managing minutes there. We saw Jamie Anson come on towards the end, and in the start of the match, Casey Johnson got a start, and of course at the back as well, we saw Callum Cox coming into the defence. Were you pleased with how the lads contained the midfield and the defence in the first half, especially?
I'll be honest, I wasn't best pleased in terms of shape in the first half. I was pleased in terms of attitude and application. That was never questioned. But second half, I felt our shape was slightly better. We stopped the balls into the front guys a bit better than we did in the first half. So we wanted them to try and play around us rather than through us. Unfortunately, you bring a winger on who does a bit of magic, and sometimes you hold your hands up. But it's good to see them guys come back. So Jamie coming on is always good to see. He can play multiple positions as well, but his Nelson quality is always going to be good again for those younger players around. Cal, he's not played so many minutes, so for him to come and play 90 here against a really good attacking side is good. I thought Betsy was fantastic, shifting across it to centre half. He covered well, decision making was good, stepped in when he needed to. He provided good cover. I think the two centre halves did really well today. So then you go on to Tyson. We all know his age and how many games he's played in, so you have to manage that. that's the relationship that we have. We make sure that he's looked after when he's needed, because the difference is when he does play and step on a pitch, he gives you absolutely everything. And again, I don't want to keep saying it just because games he's played or whatever like that, but young boys can learn a lot from him. So he's done what he's done in his career and came into non-league and applied himself better than I've seen anyone. And that attitude and application is what gets you to the higher levels and keeps you there more than anything. So for us to have that around at it, especially from now until the end of the season, then fantastic. But as I say, coming to Coalville and getting any point is a good point. So I'm really pleased with the boys today.
Yeah. And next up it's Leamington at home on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like quite a long time since we played them at the start of the season. How much are you looking forward to playing them again?
Yeah, and at the end of the day, they've expected to be where they are now. So they've rose to the occasion. So they're going to be at it. They're going to expect 3 points on the day. Let's not shy away from it. Anyone looking at that table would. The only people that aren't expecting them to take 3 points away is us. So for us, it's good to see where they're at this season, actually in person, rather than watching on videos and getting reports. But for us to play them again, match them up again, and again, we're going to try and go and get as positive a result out of that, and hopefully take 3 as well.